be doing like quarter circle. I'm like, is this how I shield?
All right, so we have Boomstick versus Steve, two Falco players. We have a heated Falco mirror coming up.
Yeah.
I really like this matchup, actually.
There's going to be a lot of punishing happening.
Mm-hmm. So one of like the key principles of this matchup is being proactive. So the first Falco to make the first play is generally in a very good position.
Yeah.
Because the first person to start lasering is the person that gets to keep lasering.
Yeah. So we actually saw, I think Steve there land the first laser, and it let him start off with like that 30% combo.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had that laser, and then that put Boomstick in.
No,
like
but Boomstick is the green one.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sorry. Boomstick is the blue one. So the Boomstick did the comboing.
Okay, all right. But yeah, so he landed the first laser, and that let him. Basically, Steve was stuck in laser stun until he got comboed.
Yeah.
Which is pretty brutal, and that just happens in Falco Ditto.
I mean, Falco is not very fast, but he feels like the fastest character in the game when you're not allowed to move.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's very fast vertically, which is what's happening once he locks you down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're like, oh my god.
So Boomstick steals the first stock. There was a lot of neutral exchanges there, but it looks like Steve is just letting himself get in bad positions, and then he's also swinging once he gets in those bad positions, which makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Like, Boomstick won't be able to finish his combo, but it won't matter, because Steve will create another opportunity for himself to be comboed immediately.
Yeah.
Which is what's getting him right now.
Oh my god, that was a lot of lasers. But Steve also keeps getting hit by these lasers. I think he's not reading.
That was a nice tech, but yeah. Boomstick steals the stock anyway. So what happened there was very interesting. So Boomstick let Steve land on a laser, and he did it a little bit late, and Steve identified this and blocked, and then tried to shield the aerial that Boomstick planned to approach him with.
Right.
But then he dropped his combo. So Boomstick dropped his aggression. Or, no, I'm sorry. Boomstick dropped his aggression, and then Steve dropped his counter aggression, which caused him to die, which, you know, is a common thing amongst, like, mid-high level Space Animal players, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Boomstick in the corner here. He punishes him for the ledge dash, and he holds on to the center of the stage. Knocks him off once again. Oh, it doesn't punish the shorten. Allows him to side B onto stage.
Yeah, I think that down tilt was trying to cover, or forward tilt was trying to cover up B.
The downward angle forward tilt covers the ledge very well.
Okay.
And it covers a lot of side Bs, but the super perfect sweet spot shortens doesn't cover it. But it does leave you actionable, so like sometimes I think you can get like another forward tilt.
Right, okay. That makes sense.
Ooh, really smart by Steve there. He identifies that the ledge was not occupied by Boomstick's threatening range, and he comes back and he's able to seal that stock for it.
Yeah. And Boomstick actually could have recovered, and he almost looks like he gave it to Steve for the sick play. He's like,
yeah, he's like, good job,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
Good job.
You know what? You can have
take
this one. Yeah. I think I still got it even after you take that stock. But this is actually a matchup that I've seen Boomstick and Clouded play a couple times, and a lot of times I think Clouded has more brutal combos, but Boomstick has an easier time closing out stocks, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of part about Falco play is like, you know, you watch my boy Kevin Nanny. He combos someone until he puts them in a position where like Falco isn't allowed to follow up anymore, because a lot of Falco's combos are actually DI mix-ups. But it doesn't matter if they get out, because they're left in the corner against Falco, and he covers like the end of his combo with a laser and leaves them in this horrible position to where it might as well still be a combo anyway.
Right.
You know, it's like a floaty falling into Marth. You know, you're not getting comboed, but like there's not really anything you can do anyway, because Marth leaves you in such a position to that like you don't really have any options, and if you do, they're so limited to the point where a good player is going to be able to cover them.
Right. It's like a strategic combo instead of like a straight tactical one.
It's a check.
Yes, it is. It is. And you're just in such a bad spot, and then like we were seeing with Steve last game, they'll just do something crazy because they're trying to get out, and then you just react to whatever they do.
This is looking like the Boomstick show.
Yeah.
Boomstick, from what I've seen so far, has done a much better job maintaining his positional advantage and capitalizing on it, keeping the other Falco in the center of the stage. A lot of times I'm seeing Steve allow his opponent to get out of the corner, which is not what you want to be doing, especially in a matchup like this where Falco can kill himself so easily.
Steve is also dropping a lot of edge guards as well.
Yeah, and Boomstick is making sure that he kills him whenever he's off the stage there, as we see a nice edge hog here from Boomstick. Oh, excellent combo here from Boomstick.
That was
He drops it a little bit,
yeah.
allows Steve to sneak out the back air.
That was like a 4-hit back air.
Yeah, it really was.
Dude, can you imagine if that was his actual back air? That would be fire.
That'd be nuts.
That would be, oh.
Oh, unfortunate. The hard work and friendship
Yeah.
all in one.
That was dude, that was the gimme combo where it's like, I think he
that's
tried to double jump
unfortunate,
laser.
Steve.
Yeah. I think he tried to double jump laser, but he just dropped and lasered. You like saw him start the animation, and you're like, that's not gonna complete, man.
That's not happening, man.
Yeah, you're out of here.
All right, well, that was an excellent set. Up next, we have...
Who knows, man? It's 2 players at Monday Night Melee.
two
For
competitors
sure. Yes, 2
duking
competitors.
it out
Yeah.
in Super Smash Brothers Melee.
They both have a shot. Let's not count them out yet.
You know, all they really need is one grab.
Yeah.
They'll be able to
I
settle the
hope
score.
we get like a Mario versus like Link or something. And it's
Oh, I
like
would
all
love
they
that.
need is one grab, and then they get a grab, and they get
And
like 20%.
No, that's
Yeah.
not all they needed.
They get like 18%. We're like, that's the grab that they needed. Now they're ahead by like 15%.
Now they have the lead. And now they
Yeah.
can camp for 8 minutes.
Now they're back to Fireball and Boomerang. Dude, that Yoshi story match was like, Steve was like late on rent, and Boomstick showed up, and he's like, you're evicted.
Ooh.
Steve was just getting thrown off stage and
Evicted.
stuff. Yeah.
Evicted out of Yoshi's
Yeah,
story.
that was the evicted combo, man. Steve was like living in a small little shack, and he's like, this is my home.
You know what really happened is Steve had the money. You know, that was when he was on the ledge. He was able to recover.
Oh, yeah.
He had the money, and his friend came up to him. He said, "Hey, man, I really want to get this new game. It just came out. You think you could lend me $60?" So he lends him the $60, and then thinking, "Oh, next week when my rent is due, my friend is going to give me that $60 that I lent
Right.
him back, and now I will be able to pay my rent."
Yeah.
And he wasn't able to do it.
And Yoshi's story was like, dude,
No, dude, you're gonna miss this ledge
Yeah.
dash. You're gonna SD.
Yeah.
And that's how Steve became homeless.
It is the story of how Steve ended up living on the streets.
It's unfortunate.
He no longer has a home in Melee stages, man. He's got to move to Brawl or something.
Yeah. You should see me there. I'll Meta Knight Ditto him.
Dude, Meta Knight Dittos are the one saving grace of Brawl.
It's actually a very fun matchup.
Yeah.
You actually get to press a
Every
lot of